how do you like to stay informed in the cybersecurity field?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's probably the best question, like, period.
Really, in cybersecurity, you got to be a lifelong learner. You gotta read books, and you gotta use internet to your advantage.
Yeah. I think staying informed is so important because tech is evolving at a fast pace. You have to keep learning. It doesn't necessarily mean you get another degree in certification. It could mean you having a conversation like this. You're on LinkedIn, commenting and reading articles. For me, I usually just go on YouTube and type in like cyber news or something. And most of the time, Gerald Olger, he pops up, the guy I mentioned. Yes. He has a daily cyber threat brief, and he just for about 45 minutes to an hour every day during the weekday, he's giving up updates in the cybersecurity space. So it can go from like big hacks that just happened, or lawsuits. I think he was discussing the Twitter lawsuit recently as well. That was really good. And just anything cyber, he's discussing it. Data, information security, he's discussing it. And that's one way for me how I stay informed. Also stay informed. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm just reading through, scrolling through my feed, looking at the cyber pros, see what they're doing. That's how I keep learning as well. I'm pretty sure they always have something to share, something new to share.
Yeah, exactly. Especially worth your time, right? Like, because there's so many different incidents that can happen in a day. At least you get like the main gist of what's really, keeping a pulse on things,
Right. Yeah, I think, the internet's a great tool, to stay informed. Look out, you can literally Google cybersecurity news, and there's something news popping up all the time. I think that's one way you can do that. And, I think that's probably the easiest way to stay informed. Watching a YouTube channel that gives daily updates, or just scrolling through, reading an article on LinkedIn, or going on Google, type in cyber news.
And for anybody who's also just like wants to learn even more, I've heard podcasts are also a big thing.
Podcasts, yeah. So how could I forget podcasts? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you listen to any consistently yourself, or?
Well, cyber podcasts, no. I should probably start though.
I mean, I listen to a couple.
There is one cyber podcast I listen to from time to time. That's Cloud Security Podcast. Cloud Security Podcast is by this gentleman of the name Ashish Rajan and his wife. I believe her name is Shipley. Hopefully I've not butchered it. I do apologize if I mess it up. But it's Cloud Security Podcast, where they talk all things cloud security. And they do a great job of interviewing folks, having their own discussions. And, I think they're both pretty seasoned. They are seasoned cybersecurity professionals who know what they're talking about. So highly recommend you all look it up. Follow Ashish Rajan and his wife on LinkedIn, and follow him on YouTube. Their YouTube channel is called Cloud Security Podcast. They work on it together, and it's a beautiful piece of art.
Okay, wonderful. I'll make sure to take a look at that. I don't think that was on my radar, but now it is. So I'll definitely check that out. Thank you for sharing.